The mind is considered of the air element. Think for a moment how that evokes speed, invisibility, and therefore something very difficult to control. I love the artwork in tarot decks because they're very symbolic, very meaningful. And this is a deck designed by Mila Losenko. I just wanted to give credit. And so in tarot cards, the air element is associated with the suit of swords. And the suit of swords, as you can see, is always represented by very aggressive, very negative illustrations. Well, that's because the mental realm is seen as a battleground, and swords are symbolic tools for navigating that. The mind needs sharpening. A sword can cut through confusion. It can separate truth from falsehood. But a sword is also a powerful weapon. Think for a moment how that evokes speed, invisibility, and therefore something very difficult to control. I love the artwork in tarot decks because they're very symbolic, very meaningful. And this is a deck designed by Mila Losenko. I just wanted to give credit. And so in tarot cards, the air element is associated with the suit of swords. And the suit of swords, as you can see, is always represented by very aggressive, very negative illustrations. Well, that's because the mental realm is seen as a battleground, and swords are symbolic tools for navigating that. The mind needs sharpening. A sword can cut through confusion. It can separate truth from falsehood. But a sword is also a powerful weapon. I want to show you a clip here from Gladiator, and I want you to pay attention to swords. I want you to pay attention to what is being said and how it relates to what we're talking about.
My father spent all his time at study. At books, and learning and philosophy. He spent his twilight hours reading scrolls from the Senate. And all the while, the people were forgotten.
Have you ever embraced someone dying of plague, sire?
No. But if you interrupt me again...
So this is such a great image here with the sword because he's threatening with words, but also has a literal sword, which is very interesting. Now, in the beginning of the clip, you saw how Commodus, this is the current Roman emperor, he's referring to his father. His father was Marcus Aurelius, who was, a symbol of wisdom and, learning, studying. So cultivating the mind. And Commodus is the example of the exact opposite. He just wants to create all of these games. He wants the conflict. He wants to feed the people bread and circus so that he becomes popular and people love him. So I want you to watch the next clip. And here in this image, we can see this is going to be a secret meeting. Right at the beginning, you're going to see how the servants are deaf and mute so that they can speak safely. And then you're going to see a lot of references to people who are being taken from the streets who represent cultivated minds, and they're being fed to the arenas.
Having servants who are deaf and mute at least ensures I live a little longer.
They're arresting scholars now. Anyone who dares speak out, even satirists and chroniclers.
And all to feed the arena.
But what is in his mind? That's what I trouble myself with.
And what pays for it?
The people will be starving in 2 years. I hope they're enjoying the games because soon enough they'll be dead because of them.
So that's quite a statement. Soon they'll be dead because of those games. But let's watch the next clip here. And here, what I want you to pay attention to is, well, we were talking about swords and the air element, and this clip speaks for itself.
As long as the people support him, we are voices without steel. We are air.
What an interesting reference, right? And by the way, it's kind of funny how in the English language, within the word sword is the word word. So you can cut someone with words and you can cut someone with a sword, right? And the mind is supposed to reveal, to tell us what it is that we're consuming. So how do you stimulate the mind? That's a huge question to ask. Are you seeking meaningful knowledge? Are you seeking truth or just stimulation? Are you just distracted, overwhelmed even? Being overwhelmed is kind of important, especially as we get older. And if we feed the mind with just, crap all the time, that's going to have an impact. So are you overwhelmed? Are you uninterested? That's also very significant. For those who have a lot of this archetype, there's like an urge to really be interested, to read a book that we really want to read. I used to feel that a lot, especially when I was at university and I had to prepare for exams, and I was just really tired of being forced fed, all this data that I was not interested in. And so I really wanted to read a book that I loved. So distracted, overwhelmed, uninterested, that's all about the lower self. And when the hero is asleep, the lower self is in charge and the mind is going to become a trash bin.